Gods Unchained is a new free-to-play card game currently in beta. The first season of Gods Unchained just launched Trial of the Gods. Unlike other online card games, by having Gods Unchained built on the blockchain, players actually have true ownership over the cards they earn when playing or buying, meaning you can trade and sell them for real money. Use my link, which can be found in the description below, to try out the game and support my channel. This game really gave me the feel of like the MTGO version of Hearthstone, which it is directed by a former MTG Arena game director, Chris Clay. It is again in beta, but they are holding some really big tournaments in the future with $500,000 in prizes. The game is designed and balanced by professional TCG players with a mission to reward strategic and skillful play instead of relying on random luck. Again, thanks to Gods Unchained for sponsoring today's video. Link is down in the description below. Give the game a try. What's up, everyone? My name is Jeff, and today we're going to have some fun playing Magic, and we are playing some Vortex Red, and this deck is absolutely insane. And I was mostly, like I said, I've been trying to build a couple of decks that are just around cards that haven't really seen a ton of play and a lot of love that I feel like they should. And Roiling Vortex is one of those cards that I was initially really hyped for, and then it saw like maybe occasional play in red decks, maybe like a one of. We're going all in on Roiling Vortex with this one. So 2 mana enchantment at the beginning of each player's upkeep. Roiling Vortex deals 1 damage to them. So it does damage to you, does damage to them. Whenever a player casts a spell, if no mana was spent to cast it, it deals 5 damage to that player. This is probably better in like Historic, where there's Golos that's occasionally casting stuff for 0 mana or whatever, or just like things like that. It's more often happening outside of Standard, but occasionally they can just do 5 points of damage to them, which is really cool. And then you can also just pay 1 red and your opponents can't gain life this turn. That is a really big deal against a lot of the decks in the format right now. So really awesome card. And the other cool thing too is, even though this is doing 1 damage to each of us on each of our turns, Torbrand says if a red source you control would deal damage to an opponent or a permanent opponent controls, it deals that much damage +2 instead. So this does not do the +2 damage to us. And so the basic idea of this deck is Roiling Vortex, get out 2 of them if we can, and then Torbrand, and then that's doing 6 damage to them each turn, 2 damage to us. That's a pretty good trade-off. I would always want to be doing 6 damage to them, 2 damage to us, especially in a red deck. We're going a little bit aggro. And so that's basically the idea of this deck is, okay, we have this going for us. Now let's just make it a little bit more aggro. Relic Robber, really awesome card in this. I don't feel like this is ever a 4 of, just because in some matchups it's just completely dead. If they have a Lovestruck Beast, you're never getting in with a Relic Robber. And that's one of the biggest issue of Relic Robber. It's just there's too many big body creatures that are coming out turn 3. So if we're on the draw, it just immediately becomes dead. But as a 2 of against like Yorion decks or anything like that, this just can win the game pretty quickly for you. So it's worth having 2 of in the deck, especially with Roiling Vortex, to kind of make that same type of effect. They are colorless artifacts, so they're not red. They don't create the double extra damage, but just all of these effects. And then we kind of just have like a burn side of this deck as well. We have 3 shocks, Spikeful Hazards, which become lightning bolts with Torbrand. We have a couple Rolling Eruptions, and then Leyline Tyrant, which can just, if we ever do run into lots of mana, we can just spend it and blow them out of the water and do some awesome cool stuff. Ember Cleaves with Bone Crusher Giant, Target Intimidators, 2 Akum Hellhelm. I've never been a big fan of having a full play set of these guys. They are dead at certain times as well, and I just rather have more removal, interaction, and burn, especially with this deck. I don't think I really care too much about going too heavy in this and creatures in general. And so, of course, Fervent Champion, though, does stick in there. We have Ember Cleaves. We have all this stuff. Putting Ember Cleave onto Leyline Tyrant is awesome. And so, as you can see, only 16 lands in the deck right now, or at least over here. We have a ton on this side of the board, though. Here's another 8, so that puts it up to the 24, and then it goes Azul's Fury. So we're up to 25 lands with this, which is actually more than a typical red deck plays. Typically, red decks do run, around like 20, 22 lands. With the modal lands, they were running a little bit more, but we're trying to hit that 4-drop slot pretty consistently with Torbrands and Leyline Tyrants. And so having all these dual lands definitely helps us get there. I could see us even running maybe 1 more, dropping like another Relic Robber or something else. But so far, the deck's been running pretty much how I like as far as in testing goes. And then we have the sideboard, which we have. So these are all the cards that are like, you could run 2 ofs or play sets. For me, I basically am not playing up against rogues anymore. I pretty much scoop out of them as soon as I can. Sometimes I'll play it for a little bit just to see if it actually is rogues, if it's something new. And so Phoenix of Ash probably definitely comes in the deck if you're running up against rogues a lot. From my audience, from what I've polled you guys on or what I've asked so far, is that 80% of you just don't even want to see matches of rogues. Like they're not fun to watch. even if you're winning or even if you're beating them. And so that's kind of the way that I'm playing this. Is so Phoenix of Ash probably would come into the deck and probably is better than the Relic Robber or other things here. Maybe like down 1 Leyline Tyrant, down 2 Relic Robbers, and go up the Phoenix just because it beats out the Robbers a little bit better, or the Rogues a little bit better. I'm just going to take it out, and we're just going to not play those Rogues as much. And so take that. Leyline Tyrant and Volcanic Geyser are also pretty good. Every once in a while with Leyline Tyrant, be able to just like add a bunch of mana. Sometimes you don't want to sacrifice it or don't need to right away, and you just have a ton of mana. And so every once in a while, Volcanic Geyser just deals lots of damage. Even if you just have a Torbrand, it's and like 6 mana, it's still a 6 damage, 6 mana spell for you. And so pretty cool stuff that you can do there. Anyway, so that's the deck. Let's go ahead and jump into the gameplay, see how this deck does for us, and wish me luck. Up against Killers Never Hurt, and we will keep this. We got a Roiling Vortex. We got some Fervent Champion madness going on. 4 lands in hand, extra removal if needed be. This is exactly what we want in hand. The only thing we are missing right now is Torbrand. Hello. Showing them in, down to 19. Have you guys seen Charlotte's Web? Every time I say Schwingaman, every single time I think about like Zuckerman's famous pig, because it sounds like a name. Shringaman's famous pig. All right, down to 15. Symbiote. Oh, I know what to do with Jew. All right, we don't have any more removal, and I do want more removal. So I think we bolt in this Shatterskull Smashing, hope for a land. I play Hellhound. Ooh. Okay then, okay. Spikefield Hazard tapped. Essence Symbiote is definitely one of the cards that is a little bit more worrisome than others. We swing in. Stopping him from gaining life with this Roiling Vortex can be pretty good, though. Down to 5. Down to 4 with Vortex. Or does play out the Bone Crusher? We came to play Vortex. We're going to play some Vortex shenanigans. Here we go. Stop them from having a chance of gaining life. And pass the turn. Let's do it. Yep, there's Octopus. As expected. Down to 4. Now we have lethal with Shatterskull Smashing. We can also kill the Sea Dasher Octopus if they just want to block with it. So we can get rid of enough blockers and then have lethal. Actually, we need a land to get to lethal again, though. Baby Godzilla. Uh-oh. Activate that. Can't gain life. Ha! Got him. Yeah, each player, so we take 4 as well. All right, so if we kill Sea Dasher Octopus with the Shatterskull Smashing, we don't have anything to give Hellhound the +1. We could just play Leyline Tyrant, but that gives them a chance to kind of come back and do other stuff too. Bone Crusher Giant's not the worst. And then Baby Godzilla can still kill one of the Fervent Champions. So I think our best play is probably Leyline Tyrant. Just because it's the best thing that we can play. Baby Godzilla, like pouncing Short Shocker is really annoying here. We can get in for 2 with the Smashing. They block one of these guys. They have to chump the other one. So then we get rid of a Sea Dasher Octopus. And that also gets more lands out for us for Leyline Tyrant. We might even bolt this in. Let's go ahead and bolt this in. Okay. Mainly for the Leyline Tyrant to get a little bit extra mana. And also to make him think that we have a shock. or something here. Oh, we don't have anything in hand. I was thinking that Bone Crusher Giant was in hand for a second. All right, yeah, we don't have any tricks up our sleeves. That's okay. We can stop them from gaining life. Go down to 1. As long as we can stop them from gaining life, we're good. All right, so it's Teamer. Interesting. We should have him. And good game. There is the flashable other person. I forgot to tap down mana. Oops. That's okay. All right, go Leyline Tyrant. Swing in. If they have some sort of thing, Bouncing Shore Shark, cool. That's fine. We still get the Roiling Vortex. All right, pass turn, Vortex. All right, activate so they at least can't gain life. And take 1. There's no way they can get around this now unless they can stop the actual effect, right? Cool, they get to bounce both of our stuff. Good for you. Yeah, just prolonging the game. Let's go ahead and get through this. And there we go. Roiling Vortex came through for the win. That was at least 3 points of damage there. So a lightning strike and stopping him from being able to gain life. Like if you have a lightning bolt or a lightning strike, let's say that, that also stops people from being able to gain life, that's actually pretty good. I like it. I like it lots. All right, up against Lawless, and we have 1 untapped land. I think we're on the draw. We have double Bone Crusher Giant. If we find 1 land, suddenly we have a pretty sweet hand. We'll try this out. We're not up against a rogue stack. At least there's no Lurrus there, so we'll see. I dig that that art right there. I've not seen that. Where did that come from? Oh, that makes me happy inside. We're gonna go ahead and get out Spikefield Hazard tapped. Although up against a green deck, there might be more things that can target. Whatever. Play tap, pass the turn. Hold up the Crushy. The next turn, we're looking for 1 more land and then no more. Never again. All right, we go Stompy. We do it now. There's a land. We have to bolt ourselves for it, but it's all good. It's all good. Mammoth. It's a mammoth. All right, do we bolt ourselves for a Bone Crusher Giant that we're probably just gonna have to chump block with or trade off at some point? It does get out more stuff for Embercleave, but they can actually do a lot of damage here. So bolting hurts, but we have to do it. It's better than holding up just Bone Crusher when they know that we're going to be holding up 2 damage removal spells. They'd probably rather get out something bigger. Trading off with Questing Beast would be pretty nice. They could have Roiling Vortex. Are they just offering the trade here? I've not seen many people run Roiling Vortex. And if we stop 7 points of damage for this, okay. Yeah, I'm fine with the trade there. Plays out their own Bone Crushy. Do we bolt ourselves for a Torbrand? We could bolt ourselves and then play both Bone Crusher Giants and do 4 more damage to ourselves. Go down to 10 just to kill a Bone Crusher. In some ways, that's actually might be the right play, but I don't think so. Bolt ourselves for a Torbrand, though, and then Bone Crusher gets a lot better. Yeah, let's do that. We'll still go down to 10, but everything gets a lot better, and if we have the Embercleave, it's sweet. And we get really good removal for next turn. Swings in, no blocks. Down to 10. Stuck on 3 lands still. Shouldn't have played out the Mammoth. Ha! Let's try for Relic Robber. Hold up the Shock to be able to kill something. Stompy boy. Rude. All right, down to 8, past the turn. They're down to 16. We do have to worry a little bit about our life total now. And by a little bit, I'm like, holy crap, let's not die, you know? You know? All right, if we can kill him with the Embercleave, then we do that. Sweet. Okay, questing beast isn't our friend. But we're also kind of okay with it. Shield bearer. All right. How much damage do we have with the other Embereth? Is that better than just playing out a Bone Crusher? Left Shuck Beast token. Let's see how they block. If they block with both of them, then I'm actually pretty okay with that. And I might just like play out one Bone Crusher, hold the other one. How much damage do we have? So it's 3 plus 2, so 5. We get in for 4. Okay, so we don't quite have lethal unless we have the Stompy as well, which we have 4/4. Okay. We can play out both Bone Crusher Giants here. Not even care about the stomp side of things. Let's just kill one. Damage to face or get rid of another blocker. I think we get rid of another blocker. We're just gonna play a little bit safer. Without Bone Crusher, pass the turn. I'd rather be able to make it too long game, late game, rather than go too greedy here. Love Struck Beast has a jump Balaka. All right, attack in. We have enough to Embercleave and so yeah, Embercleave onto the Bone Crusher just kills here, so. And we'll stomp face. There we go. Not too shabby. I like it. I mean, it's mono red. It's good, you know. But I mean, still, it's good. Up against Magic Joe. Dude, I've run up against this guy like 5 times. Although maybe it's a different number each time. Maybe there's just a lot of Magic Joes. Well, we have 4 lands to get up to stuff. I want to go ahead and keep this on the play. They're mulliganing. Obviously, we've got what we want. We have 4 lands for Leyline Tyrant. I have a tap land for turn 2, so as long as we find something for turn 3, we're fine. Which one do we want to hold on to more, actually? Kuzzle's Fury with Leyline Tyrant's pretty cool. So I guess we go with Spikefield Hazard tapped. Abzan. I guess we play out the Kuzzle's Fury instead. There still could be something that we can target here. It also hits any target, right? So Planeswalkers or something. Swarm Shambler. All right, well, that we definitely kill. Sweet. Got there. Yeah, it gets an insect, but that's fine. Can't get any bigger, which is what we care about. Rude. Nice. Yeah. I'm fine with one cheap things. What I'm not okay with is mid-range level creatures that are harder to get through. Okay, Leyline for next turn, then Embercleave onto Leyline. Yeah, that seems pretty good. Double striking, trampling, flying creature. It's a 5/5. Yeah, yep. That's good. Shade. Seems a little bit shady. I don't know about you. Torbrand's pretty big hit here as well. Yeah. So how does this work? So to a permanent, it does that much +2. So Fervent Champion doesn't actually get through them all because it doesn't have excess damage trampling over or through. Torbrand dies. Okay. Roiling Vortex. Well, we get out Leyline Tyrant. Get some extra ramp. No attacks past the turn. Please, no more removal. Mythos. You know they're playing Mythos as well. Mythos of Nethroi, I think is the name of it. Ooh, a Polychronos. Polychronos. Alright, so they get to kill the Leyline Tyrant. It's still worthwhile to get in for 5. Or for 10, I mean. So now they have to kill it with Polychronos. Polychronos becomes a 1/1. 4 cards in the graveyard already. Equip to Fervent Champion, pass the turn. Okay, kills the Leyline Tyrant. As expected. Keeping it a 5/5 might have been better since we can equip this immediately. We can give it Castle Embereth. So this is... see if we can still do it with this. Roiling Vortex. We're not quite pressuring lethal yet. Can they kill it? So with 3 damage, we can kill 1, 2, 3. They still have 3 damage they can get through with. They'd lose their entire board though. And they don't have the 6 mana to get to Polychronos. Do we try to go for that, or what are the odds that they just have another removal spell? They can just fight with Polychronos again, right? Yeah, I'd rather kill their entire board, or as much of it as we can. Okay. All right, that still kills us. That's fine. Actually, is there a way that we can stop the Polychronos from doing enough damage to us? I don't think so. Because we can remove 1 token on the first time, and that's still 2 damage there. Yeah, whatever. Alright, Castle Embereth. Still getting what we wanted out of this. Down to 7, down to 6. We can stop life gain, so now we just have to survive for 6 turns. Or find something else to do within that time. Nissa. Nissa's annoying. Didn't go to combat first. Interesting. Leyline Tyrant. Okay, make sure we stop on their end step and add the mana. It doesn't automatically ask for you to do that. Okay, pass turn. Stop any life gain. And we have lethal on board now. Alright, so they can bring back... well, I just cracked. They can bring back Polychronos with Nissa, which means they can fight Leyline Tyrant with it. We can throw 2 damage at face. Elder Gargaroth. That's annoying, but we still have Embercleave. And if it dies, we still get a lot of damage to fling at their face. Yeah, I should have gone for Polychronos first.
Nature cannot be quelled.
All right, add red mana. Pass to my turn. 1 damage to us. Ooh, and a Torbrand. Yep, boys. All right, so whenever they block, they can gain life, but we can actually stop them from gaining life. Yep, no life for you. Nice, dude. Roiling Vortex is awesome. And if they actually go to their untapped step, like, so regardless of what happened, would have done another 3 points of damage to their face. That's good. That's really good. I guess they can kill it at instant speed, but still. All right, up against Magic No-No. Or sorry, Wagic No-No. What an awesome name. I will keep this hand. Let's go Hellhound. Pass it to turn. Hopefully something we can shock here. Maze Mind Tome. All right. That's also fine. Tap land could be nice here. We also don't really care about bolting ourselves against a deck like this as much, so let's just get out what we can. Fervent Champion. I'm not sure if it's better to get Roiling Vortex right away. Like, this also does 1 damage per turn, but it doesn't do 1 to us. We can stop the life gain from the Maze Mind Tome with Roiling Vortex. Pass the turn. There might still be some stuff we need to shock. We'll see. There's going to be Solemn Simulacrums, if this is the deck I'm thinking of. If they're playing out stuff like this, it's going to be Forsaken Monument, and Ugin, and like maybe Extinction Event is another reason they're running black, or a couple other artifacts. Yeah. So we need to worry about Extinction Event. Skyclave Relic. All right. Yeah, I'm just going to throw this at face. We already have enough removal for other stuff. So if it is Extinction Event, playing out Bone Crusher really hurts us here. So let's not do that. Just increase our damage output down to 12, pass the turn. We can stop their life gain from Maze Mind Tome as long as we find another land. Down to 11, down to 9. Yeah, they're hovering over. Definitely Extinction Event. Okay. Yeah. Throw damage at face. Down to 9. We go down to 16, down to 8. So I think we just play out of Bone Crusher. Maze Mind Tome can gain life on this next turn. Okay, now we play out the Kargan Intimidator. We want to stop them from gaining the 4 life. Pass the turn. And also just being able to throw this at face is pretty nice. Keeps 1 on top. Probably a Forsaken Monument now. Now we need to find some way of... we don't have Shield Bearer in the deck. We definitely... That's more of a sideboard card anyway. Okay, pass my turn. We're hoping to find a land so we can do some other stuff. All right, attack in with Kargan Intimidator. They have the Crawling Barrens, which we can just stomp. So hold up the stuff. Oh, they also just have a Labyrinth of Scophos, huh? Right. That's annoying. All right, Intimidator number 2. Extinction Event still hurts us a lot, but I think I want to stop them from gaining the 4 life, almost more so. All right. Activate, you can't gain life. All right, that's step number 1. Now we have to just not die, you know? Down to 7. Yeah, this is probably one of the more underrated cards right now, is Labyrinth of Scophos. It actually is really good. Okay, land. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Did they find another way of gaining life? They're probably going to be running the Radiant Fountains as well. Playing out a Bone Crusher, they probably have a higher chance of having removal than they do having life gain, right? So let's pass the turn, just make sure damage gets dealt to face. We like their face taking damage. It's the best. I love it. Forsaken Monument. That's also an issue. There's a lot of life gain from that, which we can stop from happening. All right, activate this ability. No life gain for you. Stomp your face down to 4. Royal Eruption. Yeah, that's game, right? Dude, I think we got there. I think we got there. And we can stop any life gain just in case. I guess we also have with Spikefield Hazard. I guess, yeah, that's probably the better way to go. But still, dude, that was awesome. Nice. I forgot about our Spikefield Hazard, but yeah, we did get there. All right, up against JCRF. 3 lands we will keep. All right, so Hellhound first. Pass the turn. All right, untapped land is nice. I think what we want to do though is either Castille's Fury this turn, or do we want to get out the Intimidator? I guess Intimidator has the higher upside. Let's swing in then. We have a chance of hitting another 1-drop, so it's probably better to play out Castille's Fury in this on the next turn. Like another Fervent Champion would make this amazing. There's a shock. Yeah, see? Another 1-drop. Kill the life gain dude. Yeah. Get out Fervent Champion, swing in for 1.5 million, otherwise known as 6. Down to 12, pass the turn. Shadow Soul Smashing, Leyline Tyrant is sweet. Null Priest of Oblivion. Roiling Vortex. All right, so what we could do is we can pay for Coward. We can shock this in, Roiling Vortex. Only Warriors get in, and so Fervent Champ could also get in. We could also get in with Hellhound because it'd be big enough. They just swing back and gain life, but we can stop them from gaining life. Or we just play Leyline Tyrant, swing with Fervent Champion, and we're probably okay. Shadow Soul Smashing could be good. We can get in for 6 pretty easily is what I'm trying to say. But let's do this. Let's go ahead and pay the 3 life. We're gonna go for Leyline Tyrant here. We still get in with both of these guys this way. And now we have a blocker, so well, I guess that's Menace, so we probably will let it through. But we also have a lot more damage output now. And we can just start stopping their life gain every single turn. Yeah. Yeah, boy. 1, 2, skip a few, 1.5, 6 million. Nice. All right. Roiling Vortex. Target creature becomes a coward. All right, well, as long as they don't have removal for Leyline Tyrant, we're fine. We can stop all of their damage stuff. Yeah, we're just stopping life gain. That's all that matters for now. Down to 4. Plain Skyclave. Cool. They have a blocker in the air now. See if they get greedy and try attacking with it. Oh, man. Oh, that's just the worst when you forget that you don't gain life. Oh, man. That's just the worst. Dude, Roiling Vortex is busted. Why is this card not played? Like, there's so much life gain in the format right now that I feel like this is just insane. It's bonkers nuts. Amazing. All right, up against Gorgonic Hairspray. Dude, what an amazing name. We've got some good names out there today. Good for you. Proud of you. All right, well, doesn't look like Doom Foretold yet, but who knows? Maybe they're splashing green for something. I don't know. Relic Robber is pretty big against their deck. They do have lots of board wipe type of synergies, but at the same time, if we can get it out, he's good. All right, well, we go for Intimidator. Block it. Oh, rude. Maybe it's like Yorion Food with like Nethroi on the top end. Nethroi is still a pretty sweet card. Like there is something to be said about just like milling over your Ugins and stuff and then playing the mutate version of Nethroi. It's actually a pretty good way to play. I might be doing more of that kind of stuff at some point. They're probably gonna block the robber, but if we get to kill a goose with this, I'm okay with that. Double Spikefield Hazard can kill one of them. Untapped land gives us Ember Cleave if they don't have more removal. They're letting through the Relic Robber? Sweet. I wish that this was also red. Like that's probably the one sad thing is that this is not a red thing. It'd be really cool, but for flavor, it's a relic. You know, I get it. Treacherous Blessing. So it is Doom Foretold. Digging for it. We're going to try to get out Torbran before we Spikefield Hazard. In fact, in this matchup, we may want to just do that quickly. Gilded Goose. Or Golden Egg, I mean. All right, so we got the early scoop. That is very nice for us. That's one of those longer matchups that we probably do have some advantage on them, but still, dude. And we're 7-0 with this one so far. No, sorry, 6-0, 6-0. Dude, this guy is a right fool. We're gonna keep this, dude. People's names are just awesome right now. This feels like the last deck we just played. Isn't that like exactly what just happened? All right, we'll see. Fervent Champion down to 19, past the 10. Temple. There's plenty of temples. They don't have Yorion up, so maybe this is just Selesnya mid-range style thing. Do I want to hold up Bone Crusher? We can get it out on turn 3. I also want to get Torbran on turn. Yeah, let's just play out a Spikefield tapped this turn. Swing him in. Down to 18, pass the turn. I want to guarantee that we have turn 4 mana for Torbran. I think that just increases our deck consistency by like 7-fold. Yes. Oh yeah, that's perfect. Yeah, dead son. Yeah, now we definitely hold up the Bone Crusher Giant. Swing in. Pass the turn. What you got now, fool? Mammoth. Okay, that's a little bit worse. We also have Torbran, which kind of stops it from being bad. That's my turn. Another Shadowful Smashing. All right, we drew the right hand for this matchup. Let's see how many Skyclave Apparitions they find. Forgot about the +2. Cool. Ah, rude. It's still a 4/4 for us. I mean, it's not bad. Untapped land. There we go. Untapped land is nice. All right, so attack in. If we can kill this with an Ember Cleave, that's even better. Yeah, let's just go Stompy Boy, get a 4/4, get a 4/3. Hold up Shadowful Smashings now. Pass the turn. Ember Cleave online. And we have a 4/4 to put it on that's really hard for them to get rid of. Unless they have the giant killers. Okay, Apparition gets Bone Crusher. Can't hit the 4/4. Yeah, non-token permanent. Fairy Guide Mother. Cool. Let's see here. We could Shadow Soul Smash and just kill both these guys, get a 3/3, and then Ember Cleave when it's like lethal. They could have board wipes, which would be annoying. All right, goes for the champ. Yeah, we'll go Embercleave here. Get it on board. It's just too much damage output to pass up. Down to 11. And down to 6. Pass the turn. Questing Beast. Righto. Alright, only 1 mana left. They could have some sort of like fight as one type effect. I think Spikefield Hazard. Okay, sweet. We got there. Nice. And ranking up, dude, I like this deck. That's the 7-0. All right, up against Grave Titan. And we definitely don't have the removal that we want typically, but up against the Yorion deck, Rolling Vortex into Torbrand is sweet. There is the whole side of Doom Foretold just killing these things, but it's okay. I like Relic Robber. All right, so we have a tap land if we want to play Rolling Vortex. Is it better than just Relic Robber? Relic Robber dies to removal easier. All right, not this turn though. Not so today. All right, and we get the Torbrand. All right, so Relic Robber, swing in. Yeah, down to 17, take 2. And these tokens right here are one of the hardest things for Yorion decks to get rid of. They have extinction events to get rid of stuff. They don't typically play board wipes though, so unless they're going for even, they don't typically get to kill these. Down to 16. Tapped out on the upkeep. That's interesting. Bay of Wishes. Cool. Could get out Leyland Tyrant. Yeah, we came to play Torbrand and Vortex though. I'm just debating if I want to play the other Vortex and like, no, we want Torbrand so then Spikefield Hazard becomes it becomes a lightning bolt. That's pretty good, I've heard. Okay, down to 12. If they do play Doom Foretold, which they haven't had white mana yet, then we probably do just drop the Torbrand. Probably have removal anyway. Goes a diggin' with Fae of Wishes. Alright, can kill Torbrand. Leyline Tyrant's kind of interesting, just getting out another threat that can go over the face. We can also deal how much damage here? Regardless, we're going to attack in with Torbrand, kill this Fae of Wishes. If they don't block, then I think we have lethal. Okay, yeah, kill you. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Then we just need to find a 2-drop. We can stop them from having any kind of life gain. Yeah, okay, there we go. And then actually the one from there. So yeah, that's... Dude, this deck is good. Rolling Vortex really does shut down a lot of stuff. So we would have got them down to 10 because I forgot about the Goblin Construct there. So then they had 1 life, but we had 2 triggers of stopping their life gain from happening. And then as long as we made it to the next turn with 2 enchantments, which is a lot easier than 1 enchantment for sure. Okay, busted. Yeah? Dude. Man, with Torbran in hand, it's tempting to hold on to a Spikefield Hazard, but I think we drop one initially. I can't spoke, right? Stop asking me to do so. Jeez, people. Temple of Abaddon. Abandon. All right, go Intimidator. Pass the turn. This is a scoop factory? Seriously. All right. Love Strike Beast is definitely annoying. Target Intimidator does get around it a little bit. All right, we're gonna go ahead and Stompy Boy this thing. Probably should use the Spikefield Hazard instead, but we'll see if we want to play out Bone Crusher instead. Attack in. If it's another 1-drop, another 1/1. Yeah, I want Spikefield Hazard held up here. Not going for the 4 damage. Pass the turn. We can still turn things into cowards, and so getting in for 3 every turn, a lightning bolt every turn, somehow is okay. I don't know how that works, but it's pretty good. Okay, if they just play out the Love Struck Beast, then we probably make it a coward, play Bone Crusher Giant. Okay, rude. Does that mean they don't have untapped land here? Oh boy. Oh boy. All right, here comes the Torbran. Pass the turn. Oh. And yeah, they probably just didn't hit the land. Sweet. Sweet, sweet, sweet. Guys, I think that's 9-0. Let's go for the 10-0. Let's try for it. Let's try for it one more time. Yeah, this is actually like surprisingly really good. All right, up against Krixnoy, and we'll keep. I like the Ruling Eruption. We don't have a lot of these in the deck. I think there's only 2. Play out the land side of a Spikefield. Make sure we get up to 3 mana at the least. There's 4th land. I like it. Intimidator. All right, play out Illuminarch. We'll just Rolling Eruption that. Okay. Good, 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 good. Yeah, Rolling Eruption that. Because now we can hold up the Spikefield Hazard, which is pretty sweet. Yeah, definitely not pumping. Holding up the Spikefield Hazard. Pass the turn. Apparition is annoying. There's a Daxos. We do not get to kill Daxos with this. But maybe... Yeah, there we go. Torbran. Yeah, get out Leyline. No attacks past the turn. Skyclave Apparition is definitely the worst thing here. Luminous Broodmoth. Intriguing. I have seen this version of the deck. It's actually pretty cool. So we can get a lot of ramp, and we can just like get a big Scattersoul Smashing or something else on the next turn. So let's go Fervent Champion this turn. Swinging with Leyline Tyrant. Skyclave Apparition still would be really annoying. Down to 15, pass the turn. Stop the end step to make sure we actually can tap down the manas. Maul of the Skyclaves onto the Broodmoth. Righto. Swing with Daxos or no? Okay. Okay, pass to my turn. Castle Embereth. Okay, so we need to do 6 damage to this, which... do we have enough just to do X6? Because then we just kill both of them, right? Once Broodmoth is dead, we don't have to do that much, but if we're going to get there anyway, we just do that. Was it exactly enough? I thought we had... Oh, okay, that's 5 lands. I thought it was 6 lands for some reason. All right, Daxos does come back. That's fine. Swing in with Leyline. I forgot about Broodmouth coming back there. Was there a way that we could stop it from dying at the same time? Because it lost 2 loyalty. It's kind of... No, I think it dies at the same time anyway. Okay, stop on their end step again. Legion Angel's annoying. They get the Maul of Skyclays for the first strike damage. We can just start making a ton of mana and just have a really big Leyline of Tyrant hit. I can stop Daxos from hitting and just get in for... Give this Trample. And we get in for like 3 points of damage. We'll pass the turn. I think we're hoping for an Ember Cleave. They can do too much stuff on this turn. If they have an Apparition, we're in a lot of trouble. Linden's also not great. Yep, gain some life. Yep, Aspirant. Spikefield Hazard kills Legion Angel or Linden. Linden stops a lot of the loyalty there. All right, kill Linden. Really wish we had more warriors with this guy. One, two, three, four. So we have 7 mana. All right, so I think we actually have lethal. Okay, attack in with everything. Actually, real quick, need something to be a coward. No, I don't think we really care much about that. The trample damage would be nice, though. All right, so yeah, so I have to give it trample, which is another mana. Okay, Daxos becomes a coward. It has to block the Leyline now. Otherwise, we get in for a ton of trample damage. All right, so we're getting in for 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And this is dying. Okay. Yep, that's perfect. Exactly what we wanted. Gains 1 life. Resolve. Take action. X6. Which is actually 8. Bam! Boom, bam, baby! They had a better way to block there, I believe. They could have put the Daxos on the Leyline Tyrant. Block the Torbran with the Angel. But it still was enough damage, and I got rid of enough stuff on their board that we probably had a higher chance of winning, so that was good. And that is our 10-0. Dude, this is amazing. All right, so this deck is absolutely insane. I like it a lot. This is sweet. Roiling Vortex won us, like, how many different games did it win us? Just by like the life gain, or stopping life gain was huge. Also just doing 3 to 4 points of damage. A lot of people just scooping once it was down. It's like, oh, that just shuts off a lot of our deck. Like it's really good. So this is a 10-0 deck. I am going to come out and be transparent. We had one Rogues deck match here, which we did lose. I also typically scoop out of Rogues matches. I just don't like consider them to exist because most people on my channel have just decided they don't even want to watch any Rogues matches. So I'm saying I didn't even play them. Booyah, that's how it works. But we have seen a bunch of other ones. Like, and I did win, you know, okay, I went 10-1 is what it was. And that's still pretty amazing stats. That's still flipping amazing. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this deck. This was a super fun to play. I love the Relic Robber, everything like that. I do think there's a couple pieces that can maybe come in for some stuff. And it's stuff that's also probably sideboard cards. Like, honestly, what I would do is I'd probably go sideboard with 4 copies of Phoenix of Ash and Shield Bearer. Shield Bearer, and then maybe a couple of like volcanic, what is it, the volcanic eruption or the whatever, so the X spell. Yeah, like a couple volcanic geysers, something like that, just so you have the occasional, okay, we're ramping up a little bit more. We have the Leyline Tyrant as one of our best hits, and maybe like one extra copy of Leyline Tyrant. So that's how I would build the sideboard for this deck. I think it's good. Why not throw it in there? I'm not gonna get their other cards though. You have to figure it out yourself. All right. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this one. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe, all that stuff. And if you guys want to join us on Twitch, where I record all the gameplay here on Twitch, link is on the description below. And I typically do intros and outros off of it. Right now, I'm on Twitch, and so come join us sometime. And I will see you guys in the next one.